assure you, absolutely nothing that I'm going to tell you is exaggerated, is interpolated, or is imagined. Everything I'm going to tell you is documented. Codex on December 31st, 2009. World Health Organization and the Food and Agriculture Organization. They fund Codex and they run it at the request of the UN. Put on your intellectual seatbelts. Declared nutrients to be toxins. Under Codex, every dairy cow on the planet must be treated with Monsanto's recombinant bovine growth hormone. Furthermore, under Codex, every animal used for food on the planet must be treated with subclinical antibiotics and must be treated with exogenous growth hormones. If you do the numbers in the WHO-FAO projections, the epidemiological projections, they estimate, not I, that just the vitamin and mineral guideline alone will result in a minimum of 3 billion, that's B, bad, big, billion deaths.
value of animals, plants, rivers, mountains, and ecosystems, rather than simply on the basis of the utilitarian value or benefit of human beings. In other words, nature comes first. Nature's needs come before man's needs. In a religious context, it's called pantheism. The belief that nature is God.
Ultimately, this is really not a moral issue.
It's not hard to imagine that if you believe that humans are the cause of all the worst problems, that we're overpopulated. Nature needs comes before man. Nature comes first.
The public is not any closer to nature.
Estimated that the agricultural world with both human beings and our peasants should be able to support 5 to 7 billion people. They go on to say, reasonable estimate for an industrialized world society at the present North American material standard of living would be 1 billion people. Nature comes first.
We don't know how this is going to be implemented. The language is intentionally vague. It could be military or non-military.
The publication of the Iron Mountain Report calls for if we're going to create a world government, we can no longer use war as a mechanism to cause fear amongst populations and therefore allow us to control the behavior of populations through fear. And they settled on the environmental holocaust.
Those who are concerned that the Congress has, without adequate debate or notice or warning, in a 2,700-page bill, authorized the President to remove military personnel from the states or to create a new army have legitimate fear.
3 years after that publication, Foreign Relations began to publish a series of articles describing the ecological holocaust that was facing the world. To prevent a world disaster where the eco-crisis is a global threat so great that it endangers all of life on Earth. The environmental holocaust.
A moral issue.
Who will win? Probably those people who are wealthy enough and powerful enough.
The public is not any closer to nature.
I had to say that the story would be compelling enough to cause a real sea change.
Ultimately, this is really not a moral issue so much as a political